Okay, we are live. What's going on, people? What's going on, my family? I wanted to come on live tonight. You know, I usually do my Sunday lives with my Bourbon and Cigar show to talk a little bit about money, talk a little bit about everything from a man's perspective. Today, I want to talk about a subject that really, really, really hits home for me, and that is, are we our own worst enemy? Now, what made me actually come up with this subject was I was actually having a conversation with one of my cousins who owns a very profitable business. And he was telling me in order for his business to actually flourish, to start flourishing the way he wanted it to flourish, and he's a young black man, young educated black brother. But in order for his business to really take off, he had to hire a Caucasian counterpart to be the face of the business. And once he actually hired this white dude, his white business partner, well, his white employee really, his business started to take off. Now, this is sad any way you flip it, any way you flip it around. Sad scenario. But what made it worse for me is his biggest clientele is other black people. Let that sit in for a minute. Let that just sink down inside you for a minute. It's a young black brother who isn't out on the street corner, who isn't doing anything illegal. He's simply starting a business and trying to flourish in life. But he has to hire someone of another skin tone just so his people, the people who look just like him, will be more comfortable. Messed up, ain't it? But oftentimes we see value in everybody else but us. And it's sickening. It's totally sickening. I've been in business for myself for quite a while now, since 2014. And I've encountered this on many different occasions, especially being a full-time investor, because I'm not the ideal person who people think of when they think of investing. I'm not the person that pops up to mind when someone thinks, oh, this person knows about stocks, this person knows about cryptocurrency, this person knows about options, they know about commodities, they know about real estate investing. Yet I've been quite successful in every aspect of each one of these avenues. But the problem lies in is, and it really, really, really hits home. It's heartbreaking. Is that why aren't we the first thoughts that pop up in our minds? Why aren't people of our own skin tone, our own skin complexion, the first people that pop up in our minds when we think of people in high end positions? It's really shocking. One thing about knowledge that I know is the more knowledge you gain, the more it opens your eyes to stuff. The more it opens your eyes to certain opportunities. So why are we so gung ho on running away from the very thing that can liberate us as people? Knowledge. And the very thing that separates us from most people, because knowledge started with us. Now I know y'all want me to get on here and talk about investing. That's fine. That's cool. And I will eventually. But I really wanted to really let that sit in everybody's spirit. Why aren't we looking at ourselves as more than what we really are? And I had a conversation with someone. As a matter of fact, I actually did a live podcast a couple days ago, and we kind of briefly touched on it. And I was talking about the Supreme Court justice that just got sworn in, the first black woman, which, congratulations to her. Um, just the first black president, Barack Obama, the first this, the first that. And me being a historian, me being somebody who follows history, who literally travels to different country in search of knowledge. Like I've been to Egypt in search of, the true knowledge of the comedic sciences. I've been to Qatar. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Turkey. I've been to Maldives. I traveled over the world, and a lot of times, a lot of you guys think it's for vacations, but a lot of times it's for me to actually seek knowledge. Um, Especially Egypt was so eye opening. But the one thing that I learned in all of my travels, in all of my studies, is that we did everything first. We did everything first. And I think most of us need to really, really study and come to terms with it. Because once you learn the knowledge of yourself or the knowledge of self, it gives you a certain amount of pride on how you move through the world. And I think that's where the discord is when a lot of us don't value ourselves over anything else. It's because we lack the knowledge to actually go through life and know that we were. I don't pay attention to people saying they're the first president or they're the first this or they're the first person in this system of white supremacy. What I pay attention to is we were the first, period. So why would I be happy about being the first person in this society when literally, we are literally the creators of society, period. We're the creators of culture, period. We're the creators of language. We're the creators of mathematics. We're the creators of agriculture. We're the creators of language itself. So if we are the first to do every single thing on this planet and we taught everybody else everything they know, why are we so happy when we make a small achievement in the society today? We were the first. Who were the first people to travel this globe? We were. Who were the first people to write words on paper, to write words in stone? We were. Who were the first people to name everything on this planet? We were. First people to create religion? We were. So I don't get too gone up, don't get too happy when I hear somebody say, "Well, just the first black woman to do this," or "This the first black man to do this." That's a downplay to what have actually achieved in society. Period. What we have achieved in history. Period. Yeah. But I really want to get on here, really honestly, to speak on today is why are we our worst enemy? Why, when I look at somebody like me, or you look at somebody like you, why don't we automatically trust, or why do we automatically go to defense mode? Let's get some comments going. Let's get some flow of comments going in the comment section. Why is that? Why when one black brother sees another black brother, why do I automatically go into defense mode versus looking at this man or looking at this woman as my sister and looking at this brother as my brother? Why are we so inclined not to help or look out for one another versus actually looking out for somebody who does not look like us, or trusting somebody who does not look like us, when historically we've been everything but that, and they've been everything that we look at each other in the negative light as. I want y'all to think about that tonight. Like, really think about that tonight. Why? And like I said, as a business owner, I've encountered these same type of ordeals. I've had people of my own skin tone come to me and ask me about investing into cryptocurrency, and I will tell them a certain price because I always cut my prices down because I like to be fair and cheaper than most people because I want people to gain the knowledge of what I teach. I want people to gain the knowledge of how to get into these financial markets. I want people to really get into this markets and flourish. But I had somebody come to me tell me my prices were too high, but went to a white counterpart and paid 10 times the amount of my prices and ended up coming back to me for me to teach them the right way. Why is that? Just think about that. Why is that? I honestly truly think the answer to everything that I'm talking about tonight is knowledge. We as a people, we need to learn how to invest into the information before we invest into anything else. See, the thing about knowledge is once you have knowledge, or once you have the knowledge of anything, whether it's investing or whether it's you being a plumber, whether you being a doctor, once you have the knowledge of something, nobody can take that away from you. And you can capitalize off of that knowledge. Most people don't. See, the average person lives day by day. They're just trying to get by to next week, or they're trying to get by to get their next paycheck. Never really seeking the knowledge. But in the Bible itself, it says, "Thou should seek knowledge to the day you die." Meaning, thou should always be trying to elevate yourself in the knowledge because knowledge is power. And guess what? Knowledge is wealth. People that own wealth, besides people that are born into it, but even people that are born into it learn a certain amount of knowledge to actually be able to keep that wealth. People who gain wealth off of anything, they had to consistently work at building up their brain in that subject. People who want somebody who wants to create a car line, or somebody who wants to, say for instance, wants to become a plumber, a master plumber, and eventually own their own plumbing company. They had to consistently build up that level of knowledge in order for them to be able to flourish in that field. So why are you so complacent? And why are you so so confident in sitting in misery? I was reading an article, and one of my favorite investors of all time is Warren Buffett. And I was reading this article years ago, and it always stuck with me. Warren Buffett, who is in his 80s and worth over $100 billion, still reads 4 to 5 times a day. I mean, 5 hours a day. Reads for 4 to 5 hours a day. He reads and studies the market 4 to 5 hours a day. And this is a man who has enough money, who has enough power, who has enough wealth for his children to still have access to that wealth. And he still reads charts. He still studies the financial market. He's still a student in his craft. So if Warren Buffett, somebody who's that old, who has that much wealth, can really, really still harness in on the fact that he needs more knowledge, what's your excuse? What's stopping you besides you? What's holding you back besides you? What has you anchored down so deeply that you can't elevate to the next level that you need to elevate to? It's most of us. It's us. Let's be completely honest. It's us. You have to look in the mirror sometime and reflect on yourself and say, I'm the one who's messing up. I'm the one who's doing some dumb stuff. I'm the one that's holding myself back. I'm the one that's not going full throttle with my own life, living my life on my own terms. I'm the one that's holding me back. Simple steps. One of my biggest and my most known phrases is every dollar counts. Not to get off the subject, but every dollar counts. So before I get into every dollar counts, I want you guys to comment below and a comment in the comment section and tell me what's your biggest fear, or what's your biggest what's hindering you from actually becoming the best version of you. What's stopping you from getting into the investment game? What are you scared of when it comes down to investing? And we're not even just talking about crypto. I'm talking about period. What's stopping you from investing more time and more energy into you? Let's get some comments going. Okay. What's stopping you from being the best version of you? I don't know why my comment's not coming through here. I only see one comment. Okay, I see you, Lisa. I only see one comment here. But what's stopping you from being the best version of you? A lot of people look at me and think I'm some type of genius. I'm not. I'm just a person who buckled down and decided that I'm going to take the knowledge. I'm going to learn a skill and really really harness in on the knowledge of the skill in order to elevate my life. Not only to elevate my life, but to elevate the life of my family. One of the biggest things that really really warmed my heart was I was in Jamaica a couple weeks ago. Um, well, almost, yeah, about a week ago now. A week ago now, and my youngest daughter, we were in the water. My youngest daughter jumped up out of the water and said, "Daddy, I'm living life." That almost brought tears to my eyes because I knew at that moment that everything that we've done to elevate our lives was starting to manifest into my children. And it was show them something, a difference in life, show them something different than what I seen growing up. That's why I do what I do. I've been all over the world. I've been to Maldives. I've been to Egypt. I've been to Turkey. I've been everywhere. And it wasn't because of my genius skills. It wasn't because I'm better than anybody. It was because simply I decided that I want to take my life back into my own hands, and I want to live life to the fullest extent. I don't want to live without. I don't want to live with regret. I want to be able to take those trips. I want to be able to make those moves. I want to be able to see my children grow up. I want to be able to build a strong wealth building family unit. I want to be able to teach my children financial literacy before they're even 10. I have two 9-year olds and a 16-year old. My 16-year old is very, very fluid in financial literacy. My two 9-year olds are probably more fluid in financial literacy than most adults. And it's because I want to breathe life back into my family. I want to breathe life back into my seeds. So anybody can do this. Anybody can get into these markets. Anybody can make movements, but it takes you to get outside of yourself. It takes us to change our mindset as a people to start moving mountains. We have the buying power as a people. We just need to change our mindsets. We have the ability to do everything we need. We don't have anybody holding us back anymore. Well, to a certain extent, the system is still holding us back. But now we have the buying power. Us as Black people are the richest, and especially American Black people. We are the richest people of color on this planet. We have that power to move mountains. Why aren't we moving mountains? Listen, in order to move mountains, you have to have finance. In order to move things, to be able to manifest things, you have to have finance. And that's my job. That's why I want to get on here real quick and just talk about the thing. I like to ramble a little bit on Sundays, but that's my job. So my job is to teach the masses. My job is to, and I can do this. I don't have to do this. I can very much well go off about my business and really, really, and live life, very, very freely. But it's my obligation when I have a skill set, or I have the knowledge of something to teach my people. So what I'm doing now is I am hosting. I have this thing right now where I am pushing to get 10,000 students by the end of this year. 10,000 students by the end of this year who can come up under me, learn what I do. You can learn the cryptocurrency market from the front to back, how to become a successful crypto investor. You can also learn a few things about how to actually start investing into stocks. Both avenues are very, 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 very heavy and can both gain you very much gain you generational wealth. So what I need from you guys to do is you can do this two ways. The first way is you can actually come join in for my class. Stop being scared, get off your butts, come over here. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts means that it doesn't matter whether you're putting $10 in the financial market or you're putting $10,000 in the financial market. Every single dollar counts. I've personally seen $87 that I took out of my own pocket turn into $200,000. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. So what I need from you guys to do is come join my course. If you want to get on jump on a phone call and let's have a conversation about it, we can very much well do that as well. We can do that too. But come join the course. Learn from me how to become a successful crypto investor, how to become a successful stock investor, Not only after you learn from me, after I actually walk you through the hand in hand and actually teach you the skill set, um, then you will become a part of my community. I will be your mentor for life. No problem. No extra fees. No nothing. You become a part of my community. No extra fees. And I have brothers in my communities and sisters in my communities who are real estate investors, who are stock market investors, who are commodities investors, investors, forex investors, and cryptocurrency investors. Me personally, I invest in a little bit of everything and precious metals. But you can learn a skill set from me and become one of my students. I will teach you everything from blockchain technology to how to build a successful wealth building financial block or financial portfolio to how to dollar cost average the crypto market. You will also learn how to safely and securely store your cryptocurrency. You will learn about the different crypto exchanges to use, the ones to stay away from. You will learn how to invest and how to you will actually learn how to stake cryptocurrency, which is one of the biggest things I think is, especially when it comes down to retirement. Crypto staking is going to take over retirement. 401ks are going to be out of the way in a minute. I have no doubt in my mind 401ks are going to be obsolete in a minute with crypto staking. You also learn what the DeFi market is, which is the decentralized financing market, and how to invest into the DeFi market. You will learn about NFTs, how to create an NFT, how to sell an NFT, and how to invest in NFTs. You'll even learn what an NFT actually is. A lot of people are very confused on that. And last but not least, you will learn about the metaverse, how you can capitalize on the metaverse. I personally believe the metaverse is going to create the first world trillionaires, and it's going to be the next wave in creating crypto millionaires. So you'll get a well-rounded scope or a well-rounded education when it comes down to crypto investing. And here and there inside of that whole entire model, we'll be talking about stocks as well, because there are certain cryptocurrency companies or stock companies that you can actually invest into that will actually give you a lot of profit in the future, or it definitely be a good investment for the future. So come to my course. Let's learn this skill set so we can all move as a unit together and we can all elevate as a unit together. Well, that's all I want to talk about tonight. Listen, I'm big on mindset, people. Big on mindset. In order to change, your situation, whether it's financial, physical, spiritual, whatever your situation may be, you have to change your mindset. You have to learn the skill set and change your mindset. And when you change your mindset, you elevate your life. All right, peace.